Now we are in section 3, which is about digital transformation readiness and maturity. As I mentioned earlier on, in this section, we are going to look at 4 methods how we can assess organization, digital transformation, readiness, and maturity. And this is the first method. And this first method of assessing organization, digital transformation, maturity is based on at which phase an organization is, okay, during the time of assessment. All right. So in this method, we can see that there are 3 phases involved in a digital transformation project. All right. The first one is that we call it as digitization. Okay. In this digitization, we have 2 processes. The first one is about digitizing the information. Here, what we are going to do in this process is that we will try to convert all our existing or our original analog data into digital data. And then in the second process, okay, we are going to organize the data that we have just digitized into the format that we want. All right, that's called organizing information. All right. And for this process 1, digitizing information and organizing information, these 2 processes, they are in the digitization phase. And then in the second phase, we call it as digitalization. Here we are dealing with processes, business processes. Okay, so what we are going to do is that after we have already digitized our information, our data and information, okay, and we are confirmed that our data are in the right format, okay, and is readily available, then we move on automating our existing business processes. All right, and then in the fourth, all right, in the fourth process, okay, which is under the digitalization, is that we try to streamline any redundant processes, all right, and then try to re-engineer, okay, any process that that can be further improved. All right, actually, in this digitalization phase, these 2 processes are meant to improve business process operational efficiency. Now we come to the very last phase, okay, and that's actually the highest, you know, the, the peak that we want to achieve, all right, is actually doing digital transformation. At this phase, what we will do is we intend to transform our organization. How can we transform? It could be, all right, it could be identifying of based on our, streamlined processes and fully digitized data and processes. We may think of how we can, create a new business model. All right. And then is there any insight that we can derive from our data such that we can identify new way of doing business? All right. New way of reshuffling our product and service portfolio and so on. Okay. So there could be many things that many innovation that we can do once organization is at the final phase in the digital transformation. All right. So, and then here, let us look at some generic example of what we can do. All right. In each of these processes. All right. For example, when we talk about digitizing information, actually, as an organization, we may be looking at how to, for example, scanning and also converting our manual paperwork, our contracts, our paper form order, and then our maybe some notebook records and so on to the digital data. All right, how we can do? We can do it by scanning or keying it. Okay, data entry to our computer system. Yeah, it depends on the type of data. Okay, in the second process, which is about organizing information, what we can do is that we can think of how we can format our data. Should we format our data as text, okay, as a string, as an integer, okay, as a real number, or whatsoever? All right. And then here we should also consider about the data accuracy and data consistency check need to be carried out at this stage in this process too. Okay, after we confirm about our data accuracy and integrity issue, then we start to think about how we are going to tabulate our data. All right, it should be belong to which table. Okay, we will set up our data model and our database. Okay, that is what we are going to do in the second process here. Okay, for the first process and the second process, these two processes, they belong to the phase, the lowest level, the lowest phase named digitization. And then we move on to the third process named automate process. Here, for example, we can automate processes such as social media post scheduling. All right, you can schedule our posts. Okay, as a company or as a brand, we usually have a lot of social media account. For example, we have an account in our IG, in our Meta, all right, in our Twitter or X, all right, our yeah, or maybe in our Pinterest and so on. Right. And then we may also want to automate our email marketing. Right. Yeah, we may have collected, okay, a long list, okay, of our customers or potential customers' email addresses. And then if we want to let our potential customer know of our new product or any marketing campaign, all right, we are not going to do the emailing one by one, but okay, so, most of the time what we will do is that we want to automate our email marketing message, and in the automation system, we may also think of doing some email personalization. All right, as part of our email advertisement, right? And then we may do our customer service chatbot. We can provide the customer service online through the use of RAG, okay, RAG, okay, to build our customized virtual assistants or AI chatbot for our customer to access us 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? And then we may also think of automating our email spam filtering, resume screening, forecasting our inventory reorder points, and so on. Okay, there are, there could be many processes that we can automate. All right, either we automate it internally, or maybe we can buy some packages from the software. All right, to automate some of the process for us. And then in the fourth process is named streaming. All right, it's just we'll be thinking of how to eliminate any redundant process, and then do some process redesign or re-engineering, okay, to improve the efficiency of our business processes. Okay, for this process number 3 and 4, they are actually part of our second phase, which are digitalization phase. And finally, the very last process is transforming our business. Okay, here what we will do is that we will think of how from our process, from our streamlined process, from our big data analytics. Okay, we may identify. Okay, we may derive some insights, some pattern from our data. All right, to identify if there's any possible to create new or innovative business model. Okay, maybe we can identify some new partnership, and as part of our digital transformation, we need to also incorporate new organization culture, which is the agile mindset here. And then now we move on to a more specific example. Now, assume that in our organization, we have an objective of building an AI system named Product Defect Detection AI System. So following these five processes, what we are going to do. Okay, here will be the example. For example, if you want to build our product defect detection AI system, all right, and this gonna be product could be anything. It could be a textile. It could be a bottle. All right, it could be car whatsoever. All right. So if you want to build a product defect detection AI system based on these five processes, what we need to do is that the first process that we will do is that we have to collect the related data. All right. To train our AI system. All right. The data related to your product. All right. It could be your product. Okay. A normal product picture or video. Okay. And also defect product picture and video. All right. You need to have that. Okay. We collect all the related data required to train our AI system. And then what we do here is make sure we capture in the right format. All right. And then input to our AI system. And then our AI system will be incorporated in our automated product defect detection system. Right, we will have our AI algorithm in our product defect detection system. So what the system, okay, the integrated system do for us is that it would utilize the computer vision, okay, pattern detection AI recognition system in order to detect, all right, the defect in our product. All right. And this system, all right, this AI system will automatically detect and at the same time notify if there's any problem. All right. And the result or the goal that we aim to get as a result of streamlining, okay, the main goal here, all right, is that we want to lower our product defect rate, our production quality, all right, improve our production process speed, all right, efficiency. Finally, what we want to get, okay, as part of our transformation process of phase here is that with good product quality, we aim to improve our customer experience, right? And because our product production processes are streamlined and automated, we are able to incorporate the result of this process into an online system or in an app, mobile app, so that our customer can make any decision in real time.